Welcome to Every Movie I've Ever Seen. This is a special March Madness edition where throughout the month of March I'm going to be reviewing Clive Owen movies tournament style to figure out which one is best. Now, I'm not talking about a particular movie today. I'm all done watching movies, thankfully, but I am doing the semifinals. I have two semifinals rounds. This is the first of two. This is between Greenfingers and Trust. And this is quite a tough matchup. I feel like I've said that a couple times, but this is quite a tough matchup. I could definitely see this being the finals instead of the semifinals. These are both good movies in different ways. Greenfingers was definitely more enjoyable and maybe watchable, while on the other hand, Trust was, in my opinion, the better movie, quality-wise, acting and directing and story. So I guess it just kind of comes down to how I value those two things. And even right now, I'm just kind of stalling for time because I'm not completely sure what I'm going to go with moving forward. I think about Greenfingers, it was such a breath of fresh air to watch a movie that I was enjoying as much as that. I mean, after just, I've been watching a lot of bad movies and, bad Clive Owen movies too. And this first movie in a while that I watched that I definitely kind of enjoyed, maybe a little bit more than I should have. I mean, it was unexpected. It was surprising. I didn't see this coming. I was looking more towards bigger movies such as like Children of Men, which is potentially a movie that I would have ended up seeing anyway, even if I hadn't done this. But then Trust would most likely have never been something that was on my radar. Greenfingers neither, really. I don't think I would have ended up seeing either of these movies if it wasn't for doing this. I mean, honestly, these are both like movies that I would have found in a rummage sale and watched those from back when I was doing the weekly rummage sale things. Those were fun times. But yeah, I feel like my gut is telling me to just go with Trust, because Trust is considerably a better movie, and it might be less enjoyable, but that doesn't mean it's not watchable, if that makes sense. You can watch the movie. It might be a little bit uncomfortable, it might be a little bit of a rough watch, but it's watchable. And I know that doesn't sound as good. You want a movie to be more than watchable. Like, okay, you can watch it, you can stomach through it, but that's not what I mean. I mean that in a good way, in like a neutral way, I suppose. It's more than just, there's more to it than just being watchable. Maybe I shouldn't have gone down that rabbit hole of saying it was watchable. But yeah, it's a well done movie. Maybe it's a movie people who should see. I don't know how accurate it is when things like this happen. That's something I mentioned when I talked about it. I've never had experience with this type of situation, so I don't know how people react to certain things. It seemed completely plausible to me. All the reactions and how people handled this, it seemed believable and understandable. Many different emotions going through. I could imagine. I could imagine people would feel that way. But yeah, it was good. It was a good movie. I think that might be me taking things subjectively taking things objectively instead of subjectively. I suppose I need to do that every once in a while, But yeah. So there you have it. Trust moves on to the finals, where it will face the winner of the next semifinals, which will be Shoot 'em Up and Children of Men. A odd matchup. But yeah, so we'll see what happens then. It'll probably be just end up being later today. But yeah, until then, that's all I've got to say, and see you guys next time.